Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kendra and I run Kendra Jean Fit on YouTube and Instagram. Today I'm going to be doing a full grocery haul. I have had this requested in the past to do a full YouTube grocery haul video, but because I still live at home with my parents, unfortunately, just kidding, my boyfriend and I are in the process of looking for a new house together, but right now because I'm still living at home, it's kind of a rare occurrence that I ever get like a full grocery haul just for myself. And when I do get stuff from my parents, it's not necessarily a rare occasion as well because I do help them out with groceries a lot, but I don't always get, you know, everything that I would get if I was just shopping by myself. So today you're gonna see everything that I got for myself for this week. I am going to a cottage at the end of the week over the weekend, so there are going to be some little sweets and treats involved in this video, but my diet personally is all about balance. I'm not into like dieting per se, like I don't really track anything anymore, like my macros or my nutrients. I was doing that in the past just to see where I was kind of lacking, but at this point I just kind of stopped doing that and I just eat what I want to eat and make sure that I am eating healthy and then having those sort of treats in moderation. So here's everything we're gonna go over today. Some of it, again, is not something that I would get on a regular basis because I am doing some different stuff for the cottage, but we've got some healthy options in there. We've got some gluten-free options, and I will explain why I get the things that I do, and then provide you with those gluten-free substitutions in case you're interested in trying to look for them in your own grocery store as well. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do this with as much organization as possible. So as a reminder, this is my first grocery haul video, so please bear with me. If it's complete crap, I apologize. Let me know in the comments below and I will work to fix it the next time I do a grocery haul. But basically what I wanna do is show you the types of fruits and vegetables that I get, what I would potentially use them for, the like meals, ingredients that I would get, the cold brew coffee that I like, and then also my gluten-free options so you guys can sort of take a look. If you have it in your grocery store, then you can go and see what it's like if that's something that you want to try. But as I mentioned, we're just going to do a full grocery haul of everything from today, so let's get started. So I'm a big fruits girl, especially over vegetables. I do still like a lot of vegetables, like especially cucumber, carrots, celery, broccoli, things like that. But if I'm gonna go to the fridge and get something throughout the day, I'm gonna grab fruit over vegetables first. Vegetables I will implement into my dinners, but for fruits I like to have them as a snack as well. So we got a huge tub of strawberries. We've got Royal Gala apples, which are my absolute favorite, and we've got a mango. So mango is not a typical fruit that I would get. I am doing a summer guac for the cottage this weekend, and that includes chopped mango, chopped strawberries, onion, lime juice, and salt and pepper. That's pretty much it. So that's what I got the strawberries and the mangoes for. I did get a jumbo pack of strawberries so that I can have some for myself throughout the week. But those are the fruits that I got. Vegetable wise, tomato, so pretty much included in like any type of meal. I put it on my breakfast sandwiches, I put it in my salads, I put it in different meals, and pretty much just use tomato for anything. I have the onion for the summer guac. For some of my dinners too, I will sometimes use onion depending on how strong I want the flavor to be, but I typically tend to go to green onions. So green onions I do kind of prefer over like a red or a white onion. This I will include mostly in like lunches or dinners, never really breakfast unless I'm doing like an omelet or something. We've got my zucchini. So I do have a zucchini noodler. Basically it just kind of spiralizes the zucchini into noodles, so I do that, but then I also just chop zucchini up into like dinners and sometimes my salads as well, so I have that. For convenience sake, sometimes I will get like a bagged salad. This one is the sunflower bacon crunch, and we've kind of been exploring with different bagged salads lately, but this one, I didn't even look at the ingredients honestly. It's got a little bit of a higher amount of fat in it, but again, it's something that I'm not gonna get all the time. It's just something that I use for like a quick, convenient on-the-go type of salad. But in all the veggies that I got, I can also use just in a regular chopped salad. We've got our peppers, so red and yellow. Red, yellow, and orange are probably my favorite. I do like green pepper as well, but I find it a little bit bitter, so I typically tend to go to the red and yellow peppers as well. So we've got these for any type of meal throughout the week. We've got a crown of broccoli so that we can do steamed broccoli or add it into any sort of dinner meal. Steamed broccoli is probably one of my favorite ways to eat broccoli. Sometimes I will like saute it in a frying pan after with, you know, some oil and some garlic powder, whatever else I feel like adding in. But we always like to have some broccoli in the fridge. Sweet potato. So because this one is massive, I just got one. Sometimes I will get two, but I really like to bake my sweet potato in the oven. And I use different spices on it, some cinnamon, and put it in the oven, bake it for like 30 minutes, and you're good to go. Typically always have leftovers when I have like one big sweet potato or two small ones, but I prefer sweet potato over regular potato like 10 times any day. And whether or not you consider avocado fruit or vegetable, I don't even know, but I've got my bag of avocados for the summer guac. I also use avocado in like a ton of other different meal choices, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Avocado always goes well with what I'm having for dinner. So we're just gonna keep those on the counter, let them ripen up. But this is basically what I would get for fruits and vegetables. I forgot this bad boy, but I did also get a big seedless watermelon for the cottage to have some snacks. Watermelon is probably one of my top favorite fruits, especially in the summer. It gives you that little bit of hydration because it's full of water. But I did see them on sale, so I decided to grab one for some snacks for the cottage. Now it's time for cold brew. So I've tried like 3 different kinds of cold brew from the grocery store, and this one, the stock cold brew coffee, is a 10-hour brew, and this one is black but sweet-ish. So they do have just straight black, they do have sweet-ish, and they do have like a mocha flavor as well. This one I find is really, really good in comparison to the President's Choice hazelnut cold brew. This is the one I started off with. I do still like it, but typically I will just get this as an extra one, basically for the cottage this weekend, if this one isn't on sale, because this one in Canada, where I'm from, it's like $6.98 for one bottle. So this I do tend to go through pretty quick in the summer because I prefer a cold coffee over a hot coffee. But those are my go-to cold brews. We also have our Nutella lactose-free milk. So I drink lactose-free milk anytime that I'm having a milk product. I don't really eat yogurt, but if I'm gonna use yogurt in something, I make sure it's lactose-free as well, just because lactose tends to bug my stomach. So Nutella, or there's another one at the grocery store, I don't even know what the brand is, but any type of lactose-free milk. They only had the lowest percent of 1%. Typically, I will get like skim milk, or 1% is my go-to, just because I don't really like the thickness of a 2% milk. But we've got our milk. What else do we have here? I know a sandwich meat isn't always the healthiest for you, and before I changed my diet to help my skin, I used to have a sandwich every single day. I kid you not, like one sandwich a day. So I do still like sandwich meat, but I have it more in like moderation instead. Sometimes I just throw a little bit in a wrap, or I'll just take one slice and put it on like a breakfast sandwich. It's a nice thing to keep in the fridge if it's something that you need to just make a quick lunch. But I do try and stick to the ones that are a little bit higher in protein as well. So this one is the piri piri chicken, and it's got 21% meat protein. And then the Ziggy honey maple ham, which is 17% meat protein. So honey maple ham, or like Black Forest ham, is probably my favorite. I'm not going to just have like a huge sandwich with this anymore, but sometimes I do still have this for my breakfast sandwiches, or if I want a quick wrap for lunch, I'll use this. The other time that I will use sandwich meat in a meal is if I'm doing an omelet. So whether it's turkey bacon that I chop up or just sandwich meat that I chop up, I will put a little bit of meat in my omelets because I like to have that added meat flavor into it. I guess if we look at, let's do gluten-free next. So gluten-free, I've been on a gluten-free diet for over a year now, and it was really hard for me to give up like bread products and pastas, because those are like my all-time favorite things. But there is so many good gluten-free options in the grocery store, and where I'm from, we have like the Superstore, which is where I get most of my gluten-free stuff. There's a couple other grocery stores that do have good gluten-free selection, but these are my all-time favorite English muffins. They're the Glutino. So they have them in like a white and then a whole wheat. The whole wheat ones are good, but they're like half the size of the white ones, and I don't really know why. But these just come frozen. You keep them in the freezer, you pop them in the microwave just to thaw them a bit if you want, toast them up, you're good to go. I honestly like these English muffins better than a regular English muffin. So that goes to show you that gluten-free can still be tasty. The other gluten-free thing that I like for snacks is the Made Good brand. So whether it's the granola bites, whether it's the, what else do they have? Whether it's the granola bites or the granola bars, they also have like the Made Good gluten-free Rice Krispie squares, but those still do have a lot of sugar in them. They also have these little like cookie biscuits, which are like mini cookies in a pack. I got those in the beginning just to try them, but I don't really eat a lot of cookies anymore unless it's like a special occasion, so the granola bites are my favorite. Typically now I will go to Costco and get the bulk pack. So you've got like, it's like 20 bags or 20 or 24 bags that come in a big package, whereas this one only has 12 portion packs, and they are pretty small, so it just depends on, you know, where you want to spend your money on your gluten-free. But today I just grabbed the granola bites. These ones are the chocolate banana granola minis, and nutrition fact wise, they're not horrible because this brand is like fully organic, it's gluten-free. You've got a lot more like natural products in it versus artificial sweeteners, so that's why I like these. The other thing that I found has been really good for gluten-free is the brand Catelli gluten-free pasta. So whether it's the lasagna noodles, which is what I have here because I want to make a lasagna this week, or you've got like linguine, spaghettini, penne, roti, like so many different types of gluten-free pasta. The Catelli brand is the one that I typically go towards, but that's my gluten-free pasta for this week. I also got quinoa. So this is just the organics quinoa because I couldn't find anything else. I mean, I don't really care if the quinoa is organic or not, but I do like quinoa because you can make a really good quinoa salad. You throw those vegetables in. It's something that you can keep cold, and then you can have it whenever you want. You don't have to reheat it. Again, because this is organic, you have more natural products in it versus anything artificial. And this one is a low-fat, high source of fiber option for you here. Because I mentioned that I am going to do the gluten-free lasagna, I did get 2 jars of bolognese. Bolognese sauce is my favorite, so I will still add in my own meat. So I have a minced turkey thawing right now. I'm gonna add that in and the bolognese just for a thicker sauce. I like when my lasagna has a thicker sauce. This is just a President's Choice bolognese made with lean ground beef and pork. It's not the brand I typically get. Normally I get a different brand, but this one has no artificial flavors. And nutrition fact wise, 7 grams of protein, your fat's low, your sugar's low, your sodium's low. So I mean, calorie wise, I'm not counting calories, but what I would normally look at is the protein, the sugar, and the fat content. And then anything sauce wise, I always look at the sodium because sometimes the sodium can be absolutely outrageous. But that's the sauce I got for my lasagna. So moving forward are things that I would not typically get every single time that I go to the grocery store. This is stuff that I'm making for the cottage. So I'm in charge of the summer guac and snacks. So I try to be relatively healthy. We've got the watermelon, we've got the summer guac, but we're also gonna do a little bit of a treat for everyone for after dinner when you're just craving that sweet type of food. So what I'm gonna do is a dunkaroo dip. So thank you to my future sister-in-law for this idea because she said she did it for a party and it was an absolute hit. It's literally the rainbow bit cake mix. You don't have to cook it, you literally just crumble it up and mix it in with lactose-free plain Greek yogurt. So the brand that we normally get here, again, I'm not a huge yogurt fan, but what my mom will normally get is a lactose-free Liberté Greek yogurt. So I know myself and one of my friends, we typically do lactose free because it does bug our stomach. So that's why I got the lactose free yogurt. And then the other thing that goes in it is whipped cream. Cool Whip, whipped cream, Cool Whip I guess. I have not had this in so long and I typically try to stay away from it because sugar content is, oh, the sugar's only 2 grams. But still, like, it's obviously not gonna be the best thing for you. But this is what it calls for. So this is going to go in with the cake mix and the yogurt, and then you literally just take something and dunk it in. So it's like that sweet, sort of thick, crumbly type of dip. My option was Teddy Grahams. So again, not a healthy option, but it's something that's small. You can have as many as you want or as little as you want, and you're not having like huge cookies every time you want to dunk it into this already unhealthy dip. Remember, it's not something that I would normally buy on a regular basis, so please don't judge me for that. But if you want to judge me, go ahead, because as I mentioned, everything is in moderation for me. So I do still like my sweets, like chocolate covered almonds. These are for the cottage as well, but I will probably nibble on some prior if I decide to open them. And then also for the guac, we just have Tostitos to dip in. I did go for the low sodium option to try them and see what they taste like, because I've never seen these in the grocery store before. But the sodium content in these ones is 140 milligrams in comparison to your normal Tostitos, which I don't know right offhand. We could look it up. But these ones are source of fiber, made with 100% whole grains, no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives, no cholesterol, and gluten-free. So we're good with gluten-free here. The last thing that I got, I think, is the vitamins or supplements that I take in the morning. So I am such a baby when it comes to swallowing pills. I legit can't swallow pills to save my life. So we go with chewable. So what I normally do in the morning is grab 1 vitamin C tablet and 2 one-a-day gummies. I don't know why they're called one a day, because it recommends that you take 2. But these are the women's gummies for immune health, bone health, skin and hair health, and metabolism. There's no high fructose corn syrup or aspartame in these. It has a ton of labeling for vitamins and minerals. I'm not going to go over all of those with you. But again, you're not going to have anything that is unnatural in these. So this is the one-a-day brand. And as I mentioned, 2 of these, 1 vitamin C. If I'm away and I miss a day, sometimes I'll take 2 vitamin C and just stick with 2 or 3 of these. But these are not candy, so don't eat them all the time like they are. And then last but not least, I have been drinking a lot more water than I used to years ago, but sometimes I get bored and I just want a little bit of flavor. I know water enhancers are not always a super healthy option in comparison to a natural lemon, but honestly, I'm not a huge water infused, fruit infused water, I guess you could say. So for this one, last time I tried this, I had the orange flavor. They legit only had grape left, but it's like a Kool-Aid drink mix squirt. So you add in 1 or 1.5 squirts into your water and you're good to go for some flavor. This one has no calories, no fat, no protein, no carbs, but in the ingredients it does have the malic acid, citric acid, sucralose, no aspartame, surprisingly. But yeah, so not the best for you, but just another little option to spice up your water. Just a Kool-Aid squirt. And that is it, I think. Looking at the counter, I don't think there's anything else that I want to show you. The other thing that I would normally get in every single grocery shop, or when my mom goes, she'll get it, is turkey bacon. I don't know when I became obsessed with turkey bacon, but I'm legit obsessed. I don't even care for regular bacon anymore unless it's baked in the oven, because it's just so greasy and so fatty that I just don't enjoy eating it anymore. But turkey bacon is my all-time favorite. I was on a brand that was those thin strips that just looked completely fake, and they tasted really good, and I'd have 4 every single day. But then we got onto this brand that's called Butterball, and it's an applewood smoked turkey bacon. It's also gluten-free, which I don't really know what would be gluten in it unless it was anything that they used to process it or package it. But when you look at the nutrition facts, the fat is low, there's no sugar, there's 5 grams of protein, the cholesterol is low, and the sodium is average, I would say, for each slice. But then when you also look at the ingredients, there's nothing in here that I don't know how to pronounce. So that's a huge thing for me, is if I see an ingredient that I can't pronounce or don't know what the hell it is, then I try and stay away from it. And that's where I try and keep that moderation into play, because not everything that I buy is going to be 100% perfect, 100% healthy. That's why you keep the balance in your diet, so you can play around with the foods that you're eating, try and make healthy choices with your meals. But then when you have something that has a little bit more sugar or a little bit more sodium, it's not the end of the world, because you have such good moderation in your diet on a regular basis. So that is everything from my grocery haul for today. I do hope you guys liked this video. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment below or send me a direct message on Instagram at KendraJeanFit. I will try and continue to do grocery hauls in the future, especially when my boyfriend and I finally get a house, we will be shopping for ourselves, and I assume I will be doing most of the grocery shopping, but I will try and continue to do these. If there's things that I get that are different and I want to share with you guys, like more gluten-free products or, you know, different recipes that I'm going to be making, like maybe I'll run you through that. But anything that I feel will be beneficial or appreciated for YouTube, I will post a video for that in the future. But that's it for today. If you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss my future videos. I am going to go prep some food, and then we're gonna go to the gym. So I will catch you guys in the next one.